Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this McFarlane. Yeah, I think it's considered McFarlane Toys now because they took over DC Collectibles products. They're producing them and issuing them through McFarlane Toys now. So these are considered McFarlane Toys figure. These are based on the Batman animated series. It's a 4-pack with Catwoman as a separate figure. So the 4-pack, it's Harvey Bullock, Joker, Harley Quinn, and Batman. Those 4 are a pack. It's supposed to be a Walmart exclusive. I think they were also selling it at McFarlane Toys website for $85 for 4 figures. And then Catwoman is a separate figure. You could purchase it between $25 to $30 depending on where you go. I think Amazon has it for about 25 something. BBTS has it for $30. So yeah. So these are the 5 figures I'm showing you guys today. I'm doing all 5 because there's no reason for me to do a separate one for Catwoman. So here they are. As far as accessories, I'll show you guys what each of them has. But here's a look at them. And these are somewhat different as far as scope wise. It's the same as what DC Collectibles were giving us. A couple of the figures are completely the same, and I think Batman's a little different, which I'll talk about individually. But it's a little bit different is because these have cell shading on it, so that's kind of cool. But let me go over them individually. Alright, so let me start off with Harvey Bullock. And here's the figure. It's a big one. And as far as accessories, he doesn't come with much. He comes with 4 hands, a donut, and a cuffs. He doesn't even come with a pistol, which is strange. But I think with DC, they don't want to give any of their characters weapons now. So that's no pistols, nothing. So none of their figures comes with any weapons. Same with the DC Universe line by McFarlane Toys. Those does not come with weapons whatsoever. So if you want weapons, you have to buy it off of McFarlane Toys website. They sell a weapons pack and you could get it that way. But nothing for these animated series figures. So let's take a look at Harvey himself. Sculpt wise, I think he looks quite good, and you could already tell he has a different shading throughout. Let's see, let me show you the rest of him. You could totally see it on his jacket, on his trench coat. You can see different shades of gray, supposed to resemble the animated series, so that's why they added the shadows all over him. That's kind of neat. Same with the pants. You can see there's a darker shade of blue which runs throughout, and then same with the shoes. And from the side, it's a little strange. The hat is okay, but for the face, you can see half of his face, like the back of his face, back of his head, it's more of a darkish brown color instead of the tan color which is on his face. So it looks like he's wearing a mask of some sort. And then on the jacket, you could clearly see the difference between the 2 shades of gray. It's kind of neat. I don't mind it. And then there's the shoes and the pants. And from the back, you can see the hat has 2 different shades of gray. 2 shades. And then same with the trench coat and the pants. Alright, so let me rotate him a little bit. You can see the top of his head. Top of his head has a brownish color. Same goes all the way to the side, and it cuts down right there. Just a little strange. Yeah, I wish they kept the whole head same color. It's a little weird, but it is what it is. And as far as articulation, head is on a ball joint, but it is very, very limited as far as his range. He could barely look side to side, so yeah, as far as the range is not that great. And then the arms, ooh, scary. swings all the way outward like that. And that's it. And the trench coat is it's a separate piece, of course. This is a rubbery plastic, and it is glued down onto his chest, so you won't be able to mess with it. You won't be able to take it off or anything. And then so this is single joint, and then same with the elbow. It's also a single hinge joint right here, and it does rotate up here because it is pegged onto the bicep section. As for the wrist, it goes in and out, and it's pegged onto his forearm, so it can rotate. And yeah, this can give you almost 90 degrees, which is kind of cool. And then as for the legs, you can see these T-crotch, T-joints, swings all the way there, and then it swings outward. Can do a little bit, but not a whole lot. And then the knees could bend a little bit, not a whole lot. And then there is literally no, it's just a swivel around the ankles. So you could kind of get Harvey Bullock to stand a little bit like that with his legs spread, one in front of the other, but that's about it. These are not meant to give you dynamic poses. These are just cool figures for you to have on display for the most part. And how I displayed him is I usually raise his arm like that, and then tilt his hand like that, and then just attach the handcuffs like so. So it's like he's getting ready to cuff someone. That's about pretty much how I displayed this figure. I will tilt his head a little bit, but not a whole lot. He can't move a whole lot. So that's pretty much how I have Harvey Bullock. Alright, and here's Harley Quinn. This is a straight up reissue of Harley Quinn with a different paint job. That's about it. They didn't do too much of her. They basically just added a little loop around the edge there, and then add a little bit of a darker gray, darker red there, and then underlying boobs. They added a little bit there, and a little bit of white here. Oh, and inside here the leg is painted with a dark red, and yeah, another piece of white there. Yeah, so overall not a lot has changed for Harley Quinn. And yeah, so as far as her articulation is concerned, head is on a ball joint, but also very limited as far as range. She can't really look down, she can't really look up that well. She could turn. As for her arms, she could swing out to about that much. She can't even go all the way up. And as far as elbow, gotta be careful. I would heat up with hair dryer before I start to bend these joints, because they are just so tiny, so thin. So she can give you almost 90 degrees. And then for her hands, they swing in and out. She does come with 4 extra hands, 2 red and 2 black. And then nothing around the torso at all, no swivel, nothing. And then T-joints around the hips. She can, no, not 90, almost 90 degrees, about that much. And the knees could bend 90 degrees, and the ankle is just swivel. So no in and out, no front and back. And this figure does not have peg holes on the bottom. None of these have peg holes on the bottom, so it is a little hard for them to stand, especially for the female characters. They are just really hard to stand. That's why I had her leaning up to Joker, because she would not be able to stand on her own. So let's get a closer look at Harley Quinn. The paint job is nice. There's not really any bleeding issues or anything like that, so that is nice. I like that. Sculpt, I believe it's exactly the same as the previous version. They only made one version of Harley, and this is it. Because I know there's the original Batman anime series, and then there's also the New Adventures of Batman. That's a little more artistic. These are more the traditional ones, and Harley Quinn has been kept in the same design throughout. And then as far as the accessory, she comes with 4 extra hands, and that's it. And I guess this is hers too, this cane, or it could be Joker's. I'm not 100% sure now. Oh, and I forgot to mention, donut does come with one that's half eaten and half, and then one complete. All right, next up we want to take a look at is Joker. Again, I used to have all these figures. Used to have a bunch of them. I sold them all. I am regretting that I did that because right now I'm rewatching all the Batman animated series, and I really wish I had all the figures from back then. I ended up selling all of them. I kept only a few of them, the main core characters, and yeah, regretting that I sold them all. Because I believe I used to have, yeah, I even have Commissioner Gordon, I think. Yeah, it would have been nice if I have Commissioner Gordon with Bullock, but I don't. And there's another version of Joker that came out, which has tons of accessories. Oh, and that's another one I wish I've had. I wish I got, because it comes with so many facial expressions of Joker. That one, it's the best. I wish they would reissue that one, because there were like at least 6 or 7 different facial expressions of Joker. That's perfect. That would have been the ultimate set that for any collectors to have. I seen it too, but I didn't pick it up. I don't know why I didn't. I'm kicking myself for not picking it up back then. But as far as Joker's articulation is concerned, head is on a ball joint. He cannot. Well, I can look down a little bit. Look up a little bit better. She can look up. He can look up quite a bit. That's good. And arms single joint again, just like all the others. And then the jacket itself is rubbery. So it allows a little bit of movement, so the arms can go around a little bit better. And same with the elbows. Can rotate in single joint, and you can see the paint color. You get a deeper shade of purple on the inside, and then the wrists swing in and out. So basically all the figures are exactly the same. No torso articulation, and then these T-joints around the crotch, around the hips, and it doesn't swing out that well. It only swings up a little bit, and it gives you knee bend, can give you about 90 degrees, almost 90 degrees, and the legs do spread apart quite a bit. Actually, he could do a split. He could do bigger than a split. Look at that. Could do a sidekick. He could do a Van Damme. And the ankles are on a swivel. And that's it. There's no up and down, in and out, or anything like that. So there's Joker. Again, these figures are meant to just stand and look pretty, not really dynamic poses or anything like that. And the only thing that comes with this figure is a fish to slap people around, and 4 extra hands, which, I mean, he doesn't come with anything other than a fish, so I don't understand why he comes with so many hands, which is pointless, because it looks like this hand is for holding a card, which he doesn't have, and this hand looks like it's meant for a gun or something, or the other. No, this hand's meant for holding a gun, which he does not have. This is another hand for holding the fish, I think, and some other hands. Like, there's no point in all these hands when he doesn't have any accessories to hold. But overall, it is a fantastic looking Joker. Let's get a closer look at that head sculpt. Paint job on it is decent. I like it. I mean, it is Joker. His gums are, wow, his gums are bleeding. Look at that. That might be a little bit off. I think, yeah, it looks like he's bleeding from the mouth, which is kind of disgusting. But the paint job on him is mainly the second shade of color is pretty much on the jacket and the pants, and that's about it. There's nothing really different on the head because it's all white, and this highlight here, I think it's already on the original version. But here you can see the inside of the sleeves are painted darker purple, and then you can see here's a darker shade of purple, and then also around the pants and the back you kind of see the inside, and then the shoes. No, the shoes are the same, I think. But as far as the sculpt, I think this is exactly the same as the previous version of Joker as well. And next up, I want to show you guys is Catwoman. This is a very, very pretty one. The head sculpt is fantastic. I think it looks quite good. And the rest of her looks fantastic. She comes with the whip. It is rubbery plastic. And some extra hands, and that's it. So nothing too... Oh wait, she also comes with the Selina Kyle head sculpt. So that's nice. I think the Selina Kyle head sculpt is fantastic, which I'll show in a sec. But as far as her articulation, it's exactly the same as all the other ones. Head rotate, shoulders, same thing. Elbows, ooh, be careful because she has a very skinny arms. She can only give you about that much, not even 90 degrees. And then same with the wrist, swing in and out. Nothing around the torso, nothing here. And then the hips are these T-joints, and her legs can swing up to about that high. And then knee bend, let's see how good her knees are. About that much, not a whole lot. And then this one, something different. The boots, top of the boots can rotate, and then there's a hinge around the ankle. Instead of swivel, there's a hinge here, so that's nice. Glad they added that to Catwoman. And her legs could spread apart just like all the other ones. And yeah, she looks fantastic. Most likely she's gonna have her standing like this. She's gonna look fantastic just standing. But it is a little bit hard. Again, she doesn't have a peg on the bottom of her feet. No pegs. So she's gonna, for the most part, just gonna be leaning on Batman. And then this figure also comes with Selina Kyle head sculpt. And I think this head sculpt is fantastic. It looks absolutely gorgeous. The only issue I have is the way the mole, the way they did the mole. You can see there's a cut right there around the hair, right on the side, horizontally. I don't really mind the vertical seam because that's just two halves of the mole being pressed together. That's fine, but here, that little slit right there horizontally, I don't like that at all. It's very noticeable, and also on the side as well. But the head sculpt is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. That Selina Kyle head sculpt is fantastic. Yeah, so Catwoman is totally worth getting. If you have Batman, then you definitely want to purchase Catwoman to go along with him. It's a really, really good looking Catwoman. And you can see different shades of gray. And then here on the arm, the knuckles. Yeah, so they had it around the legs, inner legs. Yeah, even the boots has a little strip of lighter shade of gray. Same with the boots. Same with the feet down there. Yeah, so I like it. This is totally worth getting. And she too comes with 4 extra hands. Now, as far as Batman, he comes with a little bit more. He's got one hand holding on to the grapnel gun, and then a bunch of open gripping hands. And then here's a Batarang in 2 colors, a blue and a black. Half black, half blue. Then as for the figure itself, I'm not 100% sure, but I think the head sculpt is different. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't looked at my animated Batman for a long time, so I'm not sure. but you can see a two-tone, a black and a blue on the cowl, around the neck, and then on the cape as well. And then as far as the body, you can see the emblem. There's a little bleeding on the emblem. The gauntlets are cool. The gloves got a shade of blue attached to it. A little bit of blue around here. A little bit of blue around the boots. That's neat. And then the cape from the back, you can see the added few strips of blue. That's nice. I like that a lot. And then as far as articulation for this Batman, he's quite good. Head is on a ball joint. He can look up a little bit. I think if you soften up with the hair dryer, you should be able to get him to look up a little bit more. So rotation, the same thing. And the arms can swing out. And then with this one, with the cape out of the way, with the cape being pulled back like this, you could get his arm to go up and shoot his grapnel gun. So you could even have him look up at where he's shooting his grapnel gun. So which is nice. I like that a lot for a Batman figure. For him to be able to do that, that is quite good. I'm quite happy about that. And then, oof, man, these joints are really tight. And then as for the elbows, could bend a little bit, not 90 degrees. And then the wrist, in and out, just like all the other ones. And then as for the torso, again, looks like there's a swivel joint for Batman, which is different for all the other figures, because he has a belt here, so it is easier for you to do a cut joint right here to give him articulation point that's well hidden. And then the legs are different. For some reason, Batman has ball jointed legs. It is very tight, but it can swing up to about 90 degrees. And the knees are different too. He has double jointed knees, which is nice. So he will be able to give you over 90 degrees as far as the range. And then top of the boots, there is a swivel joint. And then there's ankle articulation as well. Single jointed. So for Batman, he is by far the one with the most articulation points. As far as all the other figures are exactly the same as far as articulation points, but Batman has a little bit more. Really like this. Look at that. So there you have it, all 5 of these figures. It is a nice set. Well, the 4 supposed to be this as a set, and then bought Catwoman separately, and they look great together. Harvey, it's kind of weird having him attached to the rest of these figures. It would have been nice if Harvey came with Commissioner Gordon and another police officer. That would have been cool. Even with him and maybe Bruce Wayne, that would have been nice. Him, Bruce Wayne, and Commissioner Gordon, and maybe an officer. That would be a good 4-pack. As far as the Batman Joker 4-pack, I think this would have been great with Catwoman. That would have been a great 4-pack, and yeah. But whether there's any more to come out, I hardly doubt there will be any more of these figures coming out. If they do reissue, I probably would consider repurchasing some of them. Maybe not all of them, and because previously I think I focus mainly on the New Avengers characters. Those are more of the simpler lines characters. I wasn't too fond of the original stuff. They were just too old style. But now I kind of like the old ones better. The original animated series design a little bit more. So if they do reissue some of these figures, I will definitely consider getting them again, because they do look fantastic on display. And just look at these 5 right now. They look great as a set. And again, that set was purchased off Walmart for $85, and I I believe McFarlane Toys selling them as well, but they're sold out now. So the only place you can get them most likely is eBay secondary market or Walmart. I think they still have them. So there you go. There's my animated series figures from McFarlane Toys / DC Collectibles. Thanks for watching.